Welcome dear student in my course Determinant of Quality Life. Today we will discuss on topic multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies for quality of life. Content of these modules are introduction, definition of environment, scope of environment, importance of environments, importance of multidisciplinary approach and of environment, key disciplines involved in environmental studies, strategies for promoting multidisciplinary environment, challenges in multidisciplinary integration. Learning outcomes. At the end of the lesson, a student will be able to define the concept of environment and explain its biotic and abiotic components, highlighting the interdependence between living and non-living element in sustaining life on earth. Student will be able to describe the scope and importance of environmental studies by identifying its relevance to biodiversity, human health, economy, climate regulation and cultural values. The student will be able to explain the significance of a multidisciplinary approach in environmental studies, emphasizing how various disciplines contribute to a holistic understanding of environmental challenges. They identify and describe the key disciplines involved in environmental studies, including natural sciences, social sciences, engineering, medical sciences, law and humanities. The student will be able to analyze the contribution of specific subjects like biology, chemistry, economic and political science, solving real-world environmental problems through practical application to improve their quality of life. They critically examine the challenges associated with multidisciplinary integration in environmental studies, propose strategies to overcome them in academic and policy making context. Introduction. The environment refers to the natural world around us, including all living and non-living things, as I discussed in prior PPTs. It encompasses the air we breathe, the water we drink and soil we grow our food in, and the ecosystem and biodiversity that support life on earth. The environment is affected by human activities such as pollution, deforestation and climate change, as well as natural phenomena such as earthquake and hurricanes. It is important to conserve the environment for the well-being of current and future generations. Definition of the environment. The environment encompasses all living and non-living components that interact with each other to create a complex system. This induces biotic factors like plants, animals and microorganisms, and abiotic factors, that is air, water, soil and climate. Together these elements form ecosystem and support life on earth for providing essential resources and services. Scope of environment. The scope of environment is vast and multidisciplinary, integrating knowledge from various fields to understand the natural world and its interactions with human activities. It includes the study of ecosystem, biodiversity, climate change, pollution and sustainable resources management. The environment covers everything for local habit to the global biodiversity. Emphasize the interconnectedness of all life forms and their habitats. Environmental studies is a multidisciplinary academic field that integrates various sciences to understand the complex interactions within the environment and address environmental challenges. The scope of environmental studies encompasses a broad range of topics and approaches, from natural sciences to social sciences, economics and policy. Importance of environment. Biodiversity. The environment is home of multitude of species, providing the biological diversity necessary for ecosystem stability and resilience. Biodiversity supports functions such as pollination, nutrient cycling, and climate regulations, which are crucial for human survival and well-being. Human health. A healthy environment provides clean air, water, and food, which are essential for human health. Pollution and environmental degradation can lead to health issues like respiratory diseases, cancer, and neurological disorders. Economic values. Natural resources such as timber, fish, and minerals have significant economic values. Additionally, ecosystem services like water purification, soil fertility, and climate regulation contribute to economic stability and growth. Climate regulation. The environment plays a crucial role in regulating the Earth's climate by absorbing and releasing greenhouse gases. Vegetation, oceans, and soil are key components in maintaining climate balance and mitigating climate change impact. Cultural significance. The environment holds cultural and spiritual significance for many communities, especially indigenous peoples. It provides a sense of place, identity, and continuity, contributing to social cohesion and mental well-being. Importance of multidisciplinary approach in environment for quality of life. First of all is holistic understanding. Environmental problems are multifaceted and interlinked. A multidisciplinary approach enables a more comprehensive understanding by integrating diverse perspectives. Real-world problem solving. Addressing issues like climate change, deforestation, water scarcity, or pollution require knowledge from various domains working together. Policy and decision making. Effective environmental policies demand insight from science, economics, laws, and sociology to be viable, just, and implementable. Sustainable development. Achieving sustainable development goals require cross-disciplinary strategies involving education, technology, health, and governance. Education and awareness. Multidisciplinary EVS education fosters critical thinking, environmental responsibility, and informed citizenship. Multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies. Definition of multidisciplinarity. Multidisciplinarity refers to the integration of knowledge and methods from different academic disciplines using a coordinated approach to examine a common issue. In the context of EVS, it means drawing on various branches of science, social science, and humanities to understand environmental problems and find sustainable solutions for quality of life. Environmental studies is an interdisciplinary academic field that integrates physical, biological, and information science to study the environment and find solutions to environmental problems. The importance of environmental studies is vast and multifaceted, reflecting the critical need to understand and address the challenges facing our planet. Key disciplines involved in environmental studies Environmental studies is inherently multidisciplinary, combining insight and tools from both natural and social sciences, as well as engineering, laws and humanities. Each discipline contributes a unique lens to comprehend and address environmental challenges holistically. That is our natural science, social science, engineering and technology, medical and health science, law and policy, and last humanities and ethics. Natural sciences help us understand the structure, composition and functioning of the earth and its ecosystem, as biology focuses life and living organisms, including their structure, function, growth, origin, evolution and interactions. Role of environments. Chemistry. Chemistry focuses on composition, structure, properties and changes in matters. Role in environment of biology is examine ecosystem, food chain and biodiversity. It studies the impact of pollution and habitat destruction on species, aids in the conservation of flora and fauna, assists in understanding ecological balance and invasive species. Role of chemistry in EVS, environmental studies. Explore the chemical composition of air, water and soil. Studies the presence of and impact of pollutant like heavy metals, pesticides and industrial chemicals. Analyze chemical cycles such as carbon, nitrogen and phosphorus cycles. Help in understanding acid, rain, ozone depletion and toxicology. Physics. Focus on fundamental principles governing matters and energy. Role of physics in environmental science is understanding solar radiation and its role in climate system, provides the basis for renewable energy technology, that solar, wind and hydro, applied thermodynamics principle to study energy efficiency and heat transfer in environment system, explain concepts such as radiation hazards and environmental noise pollution. Geology focus on Earth's physical structures, history and processes that act upon it. Role of geology in environment studies and studies soil formation, erosion and degradations, assesses natural resources like mineral and fossil fuel, evaluate the impact of geological hazards like earthquake, landslide and volcanoes, support understanding of groundwater flow, rock cycles and geochemical behavior of contaminants. Meteorology and climatology focus on weather, short-term atmospheric conditions and climate long-term pattern. Role of meteorology and climatology in environmental studies: monitors climate change and global warming trends, forecast weathers related disasters, example cyclone, droughts and floods, assesses the impact of human activities on atmospheric systems, contributes to climate modeling and carbon footprint analysis. Social sciences. Social sciences examine human behavior, institutions and social systems that interact with the environment. Economics focus on production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Role of economics in environmental studies is evaluate cost-benefit analysis of environmental conservation, studies market-based solution to pollution, carbon trading and green taxes, assesses economic impact of environmental degradation, promote sustainable development and efficient resources use. Sociology focus on structure, development and functioning of human society. Role of sociology in environmental studies is to investigate the societal and impact of environmental issues. Studies environmental justice, inequality and the role of communities. Analyzes human behavior and lifestyle choices affecting sustainability. Encourages community-based resource management. Political science focus on governance system, power structure and political behavior. Role of political science in environmental studies is examine environmental policy making and implementations. Studies international environmental agreements, that is Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreements. Explores the role of political institutions in regulating environmental practices. Evaluate public participation and environmental activism. Anthropology focus on human origins, cultural development and societal adaptations. Role of anthropology in environmental studies to study indigenous knowledge system and sustainable practices. Explores human-environment interaction across culture and times. Help in understanding the cultural dimensions of environmental perceptions. Preserves traditional ecological wisdom for modern sustainability. Geography focus on spatial analysis of earth features and human environmental interactions. Role of geography in environmental studies: maps natural resources, pollution hotspots and ecological zones. Studies land use patterns, urban sprawls and deforestation. Uses GIS and remote sensing to monitor environmental changes. Support disaster management and planning for sustainable development. Engineering and technology. Engineering disciplines develop the implement technical solution to environmental problem. Environmental engineering focus on design and application of technology to improve environmental quality. Role of environmental engineering in environmental studies is develop water and wastewater treatment system, design air pollution control devices, scrubbers, filters, manages solid and hazardous waste disposals, conduct environmental impact assessment. Renewable energy engineering focus on development of sustainable energy technology. Role of renewable energy engineering in environmental studies is design and deploy solar panel, wind turbines and bioenergy system. Reduces dependencies on fossil fuels, promotes energy efficiency and conservation. Civil engineering focus on infrastructure design and construction. Role of civil engineering in environmental studies: build eco-friendly transportation systems and green buildings, manage urban planning and drainage system, integrate sustainability principles into construction projects. Strategies for promoting multidisciplinary environment are interdisciplinary curriculum design, inclusion of case studies, projects and problem-solving exercises from multiple fields. Collaborative research projects encourage joint ventures between science, humanities and policy experts. Institutional reforms establish Center for Environmental Research with multidisciplinary teams. Capacity building train students and researchers in integrative thinking and communications. Challenges in multidisciplinary integration. While the multidisciplinary nature of environmental studies enriches the field by incorporating diverse perspectives, it also presents several significant challenges. These challenges arise due to differences in epistemologies, terminologies, methodologies, and disciplinary priorities. By epistemological differences, terminological and conceptual inconsistencies, methodological conflicts, institutional and academic barriers, lack of interdisciplinary training, priority and value conflicts, time and resource constraint, resistance to change and professional identity, evaluation and recognition issues, integration at policy and practice level. Conclusion of these modules are: the environment is a complex ecological system composed of interdependent biotic, that is living, and abiotic, non-living components that are essential for sustaining life on earth. Environmental studies is inherently multidisciplinary, integrating knowledge from various domains such as natural science, social science, engineering, health science, law, and the humanities. Each discipline offers unique and complementary perspectives. For example, biology helps understand ecosystem, while economics provide insight into resource management and sustainable development. A multidisciplinary approach is crucial because environmental issues are multifaceted and interconnected, requiring holistic thinking and collaborative solutions. This integration benefits policy making, education, and sustainable innovations, although it presents challenges such as methodological conflict, academic silos, and institutional barriers. Effective environmental understanding and problem solving demands that students, researchers, and policymakers be trained in interdisciplinary thinking, communications, and coordinating actions. Thank you.